You're here for a setup for the Japanese Grand Prix in F1 22. Let's take a look at the setup.
While this track is basically all corners, that doesn't mean you need all the aero performance. We've gone with 28-35 on the wings. This gives you the rear stability to fly through the S's and the top speed to make moves into the final chicane. This part of the setup dictates how power is pushed through the rear wheels and into the tarmac. We've gone for 90% on-throttle differential to get the power through the rears in a stable and controllable manner. The 54% off-throttle differential gives some extra rotation into the corners. The meta hasn't changed too much this year for this part of the setup. We've gone with -2.5 on the front camber and -1 for the rear camber. Then it's 0.05 on the front toe and 0.2 on the rear. This part of the setup is pretty personal and depends on driving style, but our settings will provide a predictable and reliable base to work with. The 5.1 suspension and 5.1 anti-roll bars let the weight transfer smoothly without any snaps and keep the front end responsive into the corners. The 4.5 ride height allows you a little leeway with the curbs, but you can't throw the car over the first Degner or the final chicane like you used to. Stopping power is always crucial, but especially when overtaking chances are few and far between. The 100% brake pressure and 50% brake bias gives you maximum stopping power when you need it the most. If you find you are locking up too much, then drop the brake pressure a few points. The new 18-inch Pirelli tyres are tricky to understand sometimes. We have found good success with 23.3 psi on the fronts and 22.8 psi on the rears. It doesn't spike surface temperatures unless you are getting far too firm on the brakes, and wear is good in 50% and 100% races.